Black folks been a slave so long, and they were good at being a slave in bondage because of fear. We have been scared to die. There were some, quite a few actually. I'm pretty sure it's a vast majority where they they died because they didn't care. They were like, I need to find an MAP, okay? And even then, just how we have now, we had our black people that sympathize with the people that were enslaving them, would tell on the folks, and they was trying to plot to get away, or if they was talking about white people badly, and they just jump in like you see now black people just jump in. Oh, what about black on black crime? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know. We got to be accountable for what we do. We got to wake up that we need to stop doing a lot of things to ourselves. Okay? Because a lot of things that we're doing, and it's not just at the level of selling drugs or, fighting and, wearing outlandish hair and makeup and bumping, long, all that. It's also at the corporate black level and the everybody, every black person, because you know it's all the same. They make a mockery of we're making a mockery of ourselves when we're in these fight videos and stuff like that, and people are profiting off of it. But these entertainers and actresses and actors, they're doing the same thing, and they are exploiting us for their own pockets, and all of that, you know um, people selling dope and going to jail. It's not even we ain't even bringing it in the country. All of the It's a lot of things that we're doing at every level that white people sit back and laugh at, because at the higher level, or people of us that's just making money and stuff like that, you are laughed at because because those people that are in that same uh, echelon as you wouldn't do that to their own people. I mean, they're going to stand with theirs. Whether secretly or whatever, funneling money. You seen what happened with the cop. Those weren't just average yokels somewhere in a trailer park that was giving that man money and getting all that money. That people were donating lots of cash, okay, $100 and $1,000 to get to where he had at a time. Okay, that wasn't somebody on a you know uh, you know $30,000 a year um, job. Okay, no. Okay, we laughed at it every level. We're getting laughed at. Taking roles that um, just degrades us. The Boom Quisha type roles, or roles that continues the stereotypes of what black people, to help them with the stereotype and propaganda that they put out of black people by playing these roles. For the Because you got to also think that the world, that's what they see. They're not here. A lot of the people that are in other countries, they don't know but what they see on TV and what in these movies. So if we're playing all these roles, we're playing slaves, we're playing hustlers, we're playing killers, we're playing baby mamas, cheap dates, sexualized, all this stuff. We're never playing anything real. Kings and queens, nothing. Shaka Zulu, or Tutankhamun or something. We're not playing those particular roles, and then we're justifying when we're playing all these roles that are gritty and stuff like that. That perpetuates that. Yeah, we don't need for you to get on TV and play a drug dealer or a whore, or because we know you don't need to tell us that. Oh, I'm just trying to, so that people know how to. We don't need that, because if everybody knows. Well, not a lot of black people know how the mind works, because if we did, we would stop the bullshit. We need to stop letting our children, our little girls, wear, grown makeup and hair and clothes. Stop jumping and dancing around. Black people, we care more about the next dance crave than and knowing how to do that and recording that. But I don't see nobody record nothing, educational that can be helped to be, passed down to someone else. Nothing of some type of importance. Okay, we need to stop sexualizing our children. Okay, I done seen videos of people got they 5-year-old wearing a grown woman hairstyle, wearing tight fitted grown woman clothes. I done seen several things that are just very disturbing, and then you wonder why, you know, somebody, your child gonna your child get touched on, and half the time it would be your boyfriend, because I'm pretty sure with that mentality, you think that if you think that's cool, I can almost gauge your mentality and where your mind sits at. Okay, but you really need to stop. Okay, so because it was something that you went through or you had done to you, or that's how you was raised, we need to realize that some of us wasn't raised right. Some of us didn't get the attention that we needed. Some of us got too much attention and it fucked with us, and we need to realize that we need to stop putting that shit on our children. Okay, and that goes for also too on that giving our children every motherfucking thing. I done seen some well dressed 3, 4, 5 year olds that is dumb as rocks. You got tennis shoes on, Jordans, and this and that other, look fresh, but he can't even tell me what, he can't even point out the color red. Okay, we put too much emphasis on beauty, materials. Okay, that's why you're getting bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? Don't be sitting up trying to kill somebody because you thought that was an actual woman. Okay, that's your fault, because if you didn't look at what a person looks like on the outside first, then you wouldn't run into those particular things. If you looked at how a woman's mind was and other things, then you would have less run into that. Okay, so when you are vain and you have issues with self, because that's mostly where that stems from, because you'll get to a point where that's not really important what a person looks like on the outside. Marry a crazy person, marry a person that's not ambitious, marry a person that's cheat, marry a person, I mean, come on now, there's a person that's not aware. Look, time's too short right now. Okay, it's a lot of stuff we need to stop doing. We need to stop picking on people with mental illnesses. We need to stop picking on people that's dying. We need to stop, because karma's a motherfucker. You don't want motherfucker to do that shit to you. So there's some things that we need to be accountable for ourselves and what we're doing. We need to stop. Okay, and it pisses me off. Like, we do all this stuff. We'll fight over weave, girls, boys. Argument. We fight over crack. We'll, kill and die over all these things: crack, neighborhoods, religion, shoes. But we sit up here and we'll continue to kowtow and have that stress build up. And I know why we're doing it, because again, with that stress is build up, you have to deal, in the conditions of which we have, and we're all next to each other. We know who is creating these conditions. It's just like if you chain a dog up or you don't feed an animal, it's going to eat some type of way when you set it free. I mean, so of course people selling dope, doing this, stealing and robbing, you can't stop people, but we have to stop. We have to recognize the game that's being played. Okay, if you ain't finna stand up and die for what the fuck we really need to be dying for is our motherfucking freedom and to be human and for our whole people, then you's a fucking coward to me.